Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. This is episode 6 of the 2022 Road to the Kentucky Derby replay. Okay, in this in this episode, we'll discuss the top 25 Kentucky Derby qualifiers. That's what you see on the screen now. And we'll also run the prep races for weeks 13 and 14. Okay, here's your top 25. And we have mentioned before, the top 20 will get in. So right now, these are the horses that would be enter the Kentucky Derby if we stop the schedule today. Alright, let's go ahead and get over to the schedule. Kentucky Derby one, we're on week 13 and 14. So let's go ahead and edit the field, take a look at what we have. Okay, this is a 9.5 furlongs. This is the Louisiana Derby. There's 9 horses in the original field. Purse is $1 million. And everybody is going to carry 122 pounds. That means that the horse cards could vary depending on what their average carry weight is. So what we want to do is, since we have one slot left, we're going to put in the next available filly in our list. Now let's take a look at the fillies. And that should be You Girly. So slide her over. Florent is actually on Zozo, so take a look at You Girly and see if there's another jockey. And let's see, that's John Venezuela. And he's not riding anyone, so let's switch Florent out for John. John, save him. And we have that extra horse added. We can lock him. We'll now go over to the second race on the race card for week 13. You see, the Louisiana Derby is run on March 26th. Sunland is run on March 27th. And it's a $500,000 purse, 9 furlongs. Let's take a look at the field for the Sunland Derby. There's 8. We can slide a couple more in. So we had mentioned that we wanted to put in Smuggler's Run one more time, so we'll put them in this one. As you can see, this is a every horse carries 122 pounds. Let's go and let's put the filly in the 10th slot. And then we'll go back to the top. It'll be Desert Dawn. So we okay, so that gives us a full field of 10. We'll save it. Go back to the schedule. Lock it. And we're all set to run the races on week 13's race card. We'll view the field again for the Louisiana Derby. There's our filly, all the rest were original. And I think we're ready to get started. Now let's run the next scheduled race. As you see in this one, we are now into a portion of the schedule where a lot of the prep races will give out 100 points, 40, 20, and 10 for the top 4. Let me go over to the clubhouse, take a look at the morning line. We see that our filly is number 2 in the morning line odds. The favorite looks like Epicenter. And then we have Zozos. Okay, let's go ahead and look at past performances. Now we should be at the point where most every horse has run at least one race, and looks like here that's just about the case. It looks like only one horse, Curly Tail, has not run any races yet. So we have Silent Power, one race, no winning. Came in 6th in the Fountain of Youth. Have Zozos. Came in 2nd in the Fountain of Youth. $88,000. Next, Call Me Midnight. He's running 2 races and has finished out of the money twice, 6th, 5th, and 10th. He's not. Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to do much in this race either. Okay, next one is Kupula. He was in the Fountain of Youth 2. Came in 2nd. Picked up $88,000. Go over to Epic Center. He's running 2 races. Rising Star came in 3rd. Atomic, he came in 4th. Accumulating $60,000 so far this year. Pioneer of Medina, also raced in the Rising Star, came in 5th. No money won. Galt raced in the Holy Bull, came in 3rd, picked up $30,000 there. Rallo Row, another horse that was in the Fountain of Youth. I think that 5 of the 10 horses met in the Fountain of Youth. He managed to finish 3rd and pick up $48,000. New Gurley has been in the Robert B. Lewis. Came in 1st, picked up $120,000. So that's the past performances for all the horses. Let's go ahead and go to the betting window and see how our auto bettors will approach this race. And 11 of the 12 made some wagers. Let's check them out, see what they are doing. What's the horses? Let's see. We have a couple betting on Call Me Midnight. Remember, Call Me Midnight hasn't even placed yet in the 2 races he ran. And let's see, horse 4, Curl and Tail. Probably one of the long shots. A couple of our auto bettors decided to go with him. Horse 5 is Kapuna. Couple wagers on that. Horse 6, Epic Center. That's a couple, and there's our Olympic Ram who hasn't missed yet. Placing the number of the favorite in the morning line as a show. That would say that's nearly a guarantee for old Elizabeth. And there's 1 wager on 9 Rattle and Row, and only 1 wager on our filly New Girly. So let's go ahead and make our wagers. I'm going to go with Epicenter for the win. he needs to do something to get himself positioned for the Kentucky Derby. With a only wager 50 though because of his erratic behavior so far. But I am gonna do a show with you Gurley, and we'll wager 100. I'm very confident you Gurley will come in at least third. Okay, I think that's all we'll do for this one. Whoops, we don't want to return, we want to buy the ticket. There we go. Purchase the ticket, return. Okay, we've seen the past performances and everybody's made their wagers. Let's go ahead to the grandstands. See if the horses are in the starting gate. We'll go ahead and take a look at each horse card before we start. After placing the horses in the starting gate, there's Silent Power, 69. Zuzu's, 83. Okay, Zozo's, sorry. 83. Call Me Midnight, 75. This is the one of the horses that has not performed very well so far in the series. Curly Tail is 71, first time out. Kapuna has a second place finish, is a 71. Get Epicenter out. As you can see, he's been in third once, and then finished in real life. He actually won 2 races and came in second. So he is definitely not performing well in our series. Next, the Pioneer of Medina has 1 race, hasn't won anything, rating 74. Next horse is Galt, 67. 1 race managed to come in 3rd place. An excellent run for Galt, considering what the Las Vegas considers the horse. Rattle Road, 68. First race he came in 3rd. Also picked up 40-some thousand. And Euro Girl won her first race out to the tune of 120,000. So there's your jockeys for the Louisiana Derby and horses. So let's clear out the horses. Switch the speed regulator, which we forgot to do again. In the advanced options. And we'll see if they're all set in the starting gate. Looks like they are, so. And let's give it the call. They're off. Silent Power. Lozos. Whoa. Curly Tail stopped for some reason. Had 10 left. I don't know what happened to him. The jockey. But let's. Oh, he got stuck in the crowd. Don't know how that managed to happen. So let's do an undo. And he is truly stuck. He's gonna have to wait out his turn because I don't know, but maybe Epicenter has an issue because he didn't move. And you technically can't move in front of either one of them. It looks like Curly Carol's gonna have to waste her turn while sitting behind Epicenter. That'll be a blow to Epicenter if there is something wrong with him. So we'll end the turn and we'll continue on. And horse 8 is in the same predicament. He can't move in front of 7, and he can't move outside because of 9. So I have to end his turn too. That's really gonna knock those two horses out of the race. And we'll continue with spectator mode. It looks like Zozo's is gonna come and pull this one, and it's curly tail again. It's that he pretty much let's see this. Move one, and we'll move them outside. Oh, can't move outside. He's just having all sorts of problems. And I have to move him twice to the outside. And let's see how far he gets. Looks like he's gonna stop there. End his turn. Let's go back to spectator mode, finish the turn. And looks like we have a finish race. It looks like Zozo's Mayo won. All wagers have been updated. JoJo with the Zozo with the win. You Girly second, Kapuna third, and Call Me Midnight ends up fourth. Epicenter did not finish. That may have knocked him out of the Kentucky Derby. What happened to Epicenter? And 2 Epicenter. 3 was in second. Epicenter cuts leg, pulls up, and is out for 2 months. If we were doing the injury reporting system, Epicenter would definitely miss the Kentucky Derby. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at betting results. I did get a show win, made a little bit of money. I also made over 1,000 on 2 of the wagers came through. Checks out. Go back to the schedule, and we move on to the Sunland Derby. Take a quick look at the the field here. Remember, we added 2 horses, Smuggler's Run and Desert Dawn. We'll see how well they do. So, looks like we're ready to run this one. And take a look at the morning line. Looks like Desert Dawn and Slow Down Andy are the favorite. Everybody else is about even. Well, let's go and take a look at past performances. Costa Terra came in first on the Southwest, run 450. Classic Moment came in 5th in the Southwest. Foul and Blue hasn't run yet. Slow Down Annie came in 4th in the Rising Star. Bye Bye Bobby, Pepper Spray, Chrome King, Straight Up She, all have not run in the series yet. Smuggler's Run has run 2 races, both of them 3rd place. Desert Dawn has been in 2 races, and best finish was 4th in the Sam F. Davis, and also Sham was 5th. So that's the past performances for all the horses. Let's go ahead to the betting window and see how the auto bettors are going to react to all these horses being quite similar. Okay, go ahead and get the auto bettors, the wagers, 10 of the 12 put wagers in. Take a quick look at what they are, what horses. Here we got Bruce, solo and Toastic. Terra, couple on horse 2, classic moment. Flower blue, no wagers on horse 4. Slow down Andy, the favorite 2 were wagered on that horse. And remember, Elizabeth Graham was undefeated in her wager. Lots, I'm pretty sure, to in the last race when Epicenter went down. Okay, was 5. Bye Bye Bomby. Looks like that's the popular pick. 6 Pepper Spray. And then Desert Dawn also had 1 wager. So, exile out, we'll do ours. Let's see, we'll take a look at Smuggler's Run. Put him 3rd for 50. Slow down. Let's do a Quinella with Slow Down Andy and Desert Dawn for 50. Okay, that's about it for us. My ticket all set. Let's go back to the clubhouse. Review past performances. They went to the betting window. I think we're all set to go. The Sunland Downsby run at TRG down. Sunland Derby, 9 furlong. And the grandstand was a full house as far as the field. Let's go ahead and take a look at the horses. Costa Terrace is 65. Actually pretty amazing that he managed to win a race and has 450,000. Classic Moment. Not won anything yet. Fowler Blues, first race. Low down Andy. It's an 83. Fowler Blues 66. Classic Moment 66. Bye Bye Bombies at 74. With his first race coming up. Okay, Pepper Spray. First race. He's 71. Chrome Gaines, first race, 71. Straight Up G, first race, 71. And Smuggler's Run, third race, 74. And Bye Bye, and Desert Dawn, 2 races, hasn't been in the money yet, 82. So, I think that's a look at all the horse cards. Let's go ahead and get back down to the tracks. Change the speed regulator. 7. Check the starting gate, see if everybody's all set. Stewart's Tower gives us a go, so we're off. First turn, Smuggler's Run is actually now in first place for a while. Let's go ahead and undo Straight Up G. And where's he at? Where's 8? Back here. So pretty tough. We want him to go anywhere, we gotta go all the way out to lane 4. He has no jockey points, so he can't slip through anybody. So we have 2 sideways moves now, move up 1. We can't move forward, otherwise he gets blocked in. So we have to use a forward movement point to get 2 sideways points. And we'll move outside. And we still have a problem because we can't slip through force 4. 4 will slow down Andy, so now use another point. Get 2 more sideways, move out 1 more. Now he's going to have to go through a dark space, but then it looks like clear sailing after that. So he manages to move up a little bit, and the turn Fowler Blues up, the last horse in the game turn, and we're set to go. And we have Classic Mullet, Smugglers Run, Costa Terra, Smugglers Run, and it's Desert Dawn. Interesting, we did not call Desert Dawn names throughout the whole race, and she ends up winning. So with Desert Dawn, Smugglers Run does a little better than he did last time, and we're still wondering why the owner and trainer did not give Smugglers Run a chance to prove himself. So that means we also picked up some cash off of Smugglers Run. Let's go ahead and look at the results. There we go. We picked up $300. Lionel Watson again won with going with Desert Dawn. Picked up a full 1,000. Okay. That looks like that. That's it for the Sunland Derby. Let's go back to the schedule. We're now on 14, and now we're getting into the real meat of the schedule. As you see, these are all 600,000 and plus horses, and they'll all give out 100 points for their victories for the Kentucky Derby points. So go ahead and we'll edit these fields. Okay, there's 6 entered in the Division 1 of the Ship Rumi Stakes race. We'll go ahead and put 3-year-old filly in. There's a Dawn. The next one up is Echo Zulu. We'll put her there. Good for the jockey. We're gonna add a couple other horses that did not race in any of the other prep races just to fill out the field. Male. From what I can tell, there's a horse called King Cab in the set. He's only rated a 71, but we'll put him in here. Gives him a race. There's another one called the Money Supply. He's a 68. We'll put him there. And then we have Dr. Shelf. And the Skipper too. Let's go with this. We'll keep those 2 out for one of the other races. And we'll say this field is set. So we'll lock it. Go to the Division 2 race. And we have plenty of slots to add horses, so we're going to add the 2 other horses that did not race in any of the prep races. So every horse in the set should have at least 1 race once we're finished. And we'll again go to the fillies and select the filly, which will be Kathleen O. So we have a 9-horse field. Save it. And we'll lock it. Okay, next race is the Florida Derby. It's also divided into 2 divisions. No, it will add any other horses to this. But we'll take a look at the fields anyway. I think we're going to go with the 6th here, so we're good. Lock it. We'll go with the 2nd Division 2 race. Only 5 in that field. Let's bring out a horse that race 1. Let's go with Sir London. Get him a 2nd race. Okay, we'll go ahead and save the field. That's good for now. Lock it. And we'll finish up the week 14 with the Arkansas Derby. This one here is the highest purse so far in the series. As you see, it's a grade 1 along with the 4 of the Derbies. So let's edit the Arkansas Derby. Take a quick look at its field. Has 9. I guess we can go ahead and put another filly in to round it out to 10. And let's see, that would be next. Yeah. Oh, sure. Chalky is not on any other horse. Not save the field. Looks like we're good to go here. We'll lock it. We're all set to run week 14 races. Oh, let's view the field again. Let's see, we added Echo Zulu, King Cab, and Money Supply. So let's give this race a go. $600,000. Voting line has Tiz the Bomb the favor with Echo Zulu. And everybody else seems to be in contention for 3rd or 4th. View the past performances. Let's see, we have Cable Spirit with 2 races. Neither one finished in the money. Both times did finish 4th. Royal Spirit, first time out. Tanya Port, Rising Star, came in 2nd. Picked up 88,000. Tiz the Bomb came in 5th, his first race. I'm not sure why it happened to say 2 there. We have to go cheap, Constitutional Lawyer, Echo Zulu. Same thing here, we're shorter race. We'll take a look at that later. Let's go ahead to the betting window. Well, the auto betters, the wager, 10 of the 12 did. Another account, what's the wager? See what they're doing. Horse 1, Royal Spirit has a wager. 2, Cobo Spirit has a couple. Tanya Point was neglected. Tiz the Bomb, we have 3. College Chief has 1. Echo Zulu 1. King Cab 1. And Money Supply 1. Let's go ahead and do our wagers. We're gonna go with Echo Zulu to come in at least 3rd for 100. We're gonna hit Tiz the Bomb for the win. 50. And I think that's good enough. Buy the tickets, return. We use the past performances. The betting window, I will all set to get to the track. There we are at TRG down for the Division 1 race for the Jeff Ruby Stakes. Go ahead and look at the horses. Royal Spirit 71, Cobalt Spirit 72, Tanya Port 75, Tis the Bomb 86, Dogleg, Dol Adjic Chief 68, Constitution Lawyer 70, Echo Zulu 82, King Cab 71, and Money Supply 68. Whoops, do one more. That looks like that's that. Take a look at the replay stats so far. And remove the horses and get down to the racetrack. Switch spectator mode down to 7. Check the starting gate, see if everything's good to go. Stewart is given it okay, and they're off. First turn, Royal Spirit, Tawny Port. Looks like Cable Spirit needs a little help. And horse 2. Okay. Keep going till we get to here. We have 2 sideways and go outside and hit that space. And we end our turn. Go to spectator mode again to finish out the rest of the pack. And we have King Cab stopped. 5, that's horse 8. And we have 13, only 1 sideways, so I guess we may as well move out now to 1. And we can't do that, but that costs 2 because it is in the curve. So we'll just go ahead and move them forward. We don't want to get to this spot, but then they can't move outside. They either have to use up a forward move to pick up a couple sideways to go outside. And we don't have any jockey points, so we can't do the slip. So we're gonna have to expend another forward to get a couple more sideways to move out. And then he goes here, he'll have to take another point to get him out. And then he ends up right there, right behind the front runners. And his turn, finish up with Echo Zulu, and we'll resume the race. And it's Doggy in Chief, and we have Money Supply with a couple extra points. We'll do undo. It's 13, has no jockey points, so he can't slip. He's going to have to go outside. Get the last straightaway space, and then we'll move outside, and we'll pass up King Cab. Get in line with Echo Zulu, Cable Spirit, and Tis the Bomb. They'll have a couple points to he'll move in and that, but he doesn't have enough points to move here. Costs him 1 to get out of a dark spot and 1 to move into a regular. So should tell me I'm stopped. Okay, so we end the turn. He's in pretty good position, so he's got to figure out a way before he gets to the home stretch, get back closer to the rail. Alright, we'll get Royal Spirit and Constitution lawyer to run their turns and get back into the race. Tis the Bomb now is ahead. And it looks like Tis the Bomb may have won the race. He's ahead of Tawny Pawn and then come All Spirit. So okay. And we got all time yet to mistakes race record broken. Cool. All wagers are updated. Tis the Bomb first, Tawny Port second, Magic King third, and Cabo Spirit fourth. Echo Zulu did not make any points. That's the filly. Money Supply and King Cow were right behind her. Let's go to the betting. Got a couple winners this time. Elizabeth got back into her winning spree with a nice wager there. I picked up the win for Tis the Bomb. Roseanne. Also, it looks like that's the only horse. Tis the Bomb, the only one that we got winning tickets for. Interesting. Okay, that's it for that race. Go back to schedule, get through mistakes. Division 2 race, take a quick look at that field. It has 9 horses. We added Dr. Jeff, the Skipper 2, and the filly Kathleen O. Let's see how well they can do. Okay, here's the at the clubhouse, taking a look at the morning line. Wow, we have Kathleen odds on favorite and everybody else is nearly the same. This is probably a better's nightmare other than Kathleen O. Check the past performances, and we have only Kathleen O is the only one that actually has any races under her belt. All the rest are their first race. I don't know. Okay, so, and she's won $750,000. Okay, just a quick reminder, 9 furlong versus 600,000. So let's go ahead and take a look at the betting window, see how our auto bettors are gonna wager on to that this time. Okay, only 8 of the 12. As I mentioned, this is probably a pretty tough call. See how they did wager on. The horses, looks like horse 1, Stolen Bates a couple, or 2, couple on that's Rich Strike, couple on 3, Great Escape, 4, Run Red a couple, and 9, Kathleen O, and that's Elizabeth again, trying to keep her nearly perfect streak going. So, go ahead and see what we can do with this mess. I imagine I'll go with the win for Kathleen. It'll be pretty tough. From what I can see, she won't win the race. They're not going to pay off anything, but we'll see. And I don't see how you can do much of anything else because it looks like second, third, just in the looking at the morning line. There doesn't seem to be anybody else that you would want to wager on. Unless you want to go on a limb. So, anyway, that's our wager for this race. Down the past performances betting window. Looks like it's time to get down to the grandstand. And here we are at TRG down. We have a 9-horse field. They're all lining up at the starting gate. While they're doing that, let's go ahead and take a look at all the horses. Stolen Base, first race, 68. Rich Stake, first race, 69. Great Escape, first race, 66. Red run, horse race 72. Off the go-go, horse race 66. Swing shift, horse race 69. Dr. Jeff, one of the added horses, is a 70. Horse race, the skipper 2. Also was a late addition. He's a 67. And we have Kathleen O, an 86. So just based on the horses' ratings that TRG Racing Association gives them, it looks like this is a Kathleen O wire-to-wire race. So let's see if that happens. So down to the field. That video to 7. Spectator mode. See if they're all set at the starting gate. Still gives the OK, and we're off. Take a look here, and Skipper 2 takes the early lead. Great Escape has some extra movement. We'll see if we can do a little better for him. 3, he's right there. Looks like he can pretty much go straight until there. It does have 2 sideways to go out, but his problem is he doesn't have enough forward to get out of the dark space, I don't think, unless the sideways help them. Let's see. Nope, so he's gonna stop there. And we'll get the rest of the crew running to finish out game turn 3. And Stolen Base, horse 1, is stuck behind 2 other horses. We get 2 bonus points next turn with the draft and cover up. Go ahead and redo them and see if we can get them out of the hole. Horse 1. And it can't move. It looks like horse 9. Who's that? Kathleen O? Oh, has suffered some type of injury or something here, and it's blocked Stolen Base. So let's redo him. It's still gonna cost 4 to go out. 2 points to go outside even here, and he still can't because he can't cross in front of swing shift. So he will have to spin it forward and take a forward fade, turn it into 2 sideways. Now we can move outside, and we'll see how far we can go before we get 2. We do have 1 jockey point if we need to do a slip through. Let's just expand it forward, move outside around. And we're pretty much stuck here. We could try a slip. I think you need 2 forward spaces. Let's see if that's the case. We do have the jockey. So let's see what it tells us. Yeah. Not allowing a slip, only because we need 2 forward. So we'll end that turn. Go to the next horse in spectator mode, which is probably swing shift. Finish his turn, and we'll then get on the turn 4. Dr. Jeff's ahead. Swing shift. That's 5 left over. Horse 6. Let's get them out of the turn. Now we can use 1 point sideways to go up there, so we'll switch over and give them 3 sideways. That's enough to swing past all of them, and now is in leader's row. Okay, and his turn. Back to spectator mode to get Rich take his move, and then we'll turn to turn 5. And Dr. Jeff is ahead. And Skipper 2 and Dr. Jeff and Rich Steak needs a little help. Rich Steak has 14 forward and a nice under the whip move. So let's see how he's gonna react. Unfortunately, we can't get past Great Escape. Have no jockey moves, so that can't slip through. Have to go outside, but that costs 2 points. We only have 1. We can try it, but it's going to say it needs an extra point. So, take a forward, convert it to 2 sideways. Now we have some room, and we flip right through there, and then which strike is with the leader. Leaders being Swing Shift and Skipper 2. And the turn, let's finish up the movement for the trailers. And it looks like it's Great Escape with a fantastic finish. Yes, it's Great Escape, Swing Shift, Rich Strike, and Dr. Jeff. And as we see, Kathleen O did not finish. Let's see if we have a report on Kathleen O. Yep, Kathleen O loses her jockey. Oh my God. Out of the race. Hopefully she's got enough points to get into the Kentucky Derby, but this is definitely a blow for Kathleen O. Look at the betting results. Only a couple people, auto bettors, lucked out on this one. They did pay off real well. Even the Three Stooges was able to get a win out of their ticket. So with horse 3, Great Escape is the only one that was able to pay off for the auto bettors. Next out of that. Next out of this. Let's see. Kathleen O with Javier Castello, who was thrown off the horse. He looks like he's okay to be able to ride another day. Okay, that's 2 down. Let's go to the Florida Derby Division 1 race. We'll view the field real quick. It's a short field with 6 horses entered. And let's go ahead and run this race. This is a $1 million race, so should get a lot of money in this one. So, we have 6 horses. Let's go ahead and do their past performances. We have 2 front runners, and then the rest. Anyone should come in 3rd or 4th in this one. Past performances, Junior has 1, came in 4th. Sam Davis, Holy Fool for Simplification, came in 10th. I think Simplification had an issue with that race. And Papa Cap had 2 races. Well, it chose 3 here. We're going to have to take a look at that and see why. It's either adding 3 or what, because this says you got 250,000, and well, we'll see what's happening with the with our sheet. And Tyler White Berlio with a win at Holy Bull, and the other 2 haven't run yet. So let's go ahead and see what our auto bettors are gonna do. They made 11 out of 12. Let's see what they did. See, a long couple of 2, 3 seems to be the one, the Papa Cap. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. wagers on that, a couple for White Avelio, and a couple for Old Capitan. Okay, for me, let's go with a vanilla of 2 and 4 for 100. And we're gonna hit White Video for 300 for show. Find the ticket. Done. Return. View the betting window. View the past performances. Looks like we're ready to get to the track. And we have the 6 lined up. And we're at Hialeah Park to run the Florida Derby Division 1 9-furlong race. Let's go ahead and view the horses as they're moving into the starting gate. We have Strikecar at 68, Simplification 88, Papa Cap 69, White Avelio 91, Old Capitan 71, Seal Sunshine 66. Looking at the past performances, I have a couple horses that have been in the races with White Avelio, the only one with a win. Okay. Go ahead and remove them. Check the starting gate after we get our video speed corrected. Everything looks good at the starting gate from the Stewart's Tower, so we're off. Simplification has the lead, keeps the lead. White Albano caught him, and it looks like White Albano beats out Simplification. White Albano, Simplification, Steel Sunshine, Strike Hard. Papa Kappa was DQ'd. What happened to Papa? Disqualified. Jockey's inquiry on Papa and disqualified moved back a place. He was always last anyway, didn't make any difference. $1 million, White Avelio picked up $600,000 on an outrace. Take a look at the betting results. There was quite a few wagers here on 2 and 4, and they all paid off. I got $600 for the show for White Avelio, and then the Quinella paid me $210. Okay, that's it for Division 1 race for the Florida Derby. Let's get the Division 2 race going. Take a quick look at this field. And if you remember, we did that for London here to give them at least 6 horses. So let's go ahead and get this race started. Okay, looks like we have a couple favorites again in this one. Classic Causeway and Charge It, both very very close to the same odds with 4 others and the same idea here. Looks like got a pretty good shot of who's going to be first, second, and no matter who's going to be third and fourth. The past performances. Let's see if we corrected our program. Have 2 here. Classic Causeway came in first and second. The first place was from Sam F. Davis. King of Truth, first race. Charge It, first race. Holy Bull. Cajun's Magic in the Holy Bull. He finished 7th. Clapton, first race. Third London. Has 1 race. The Robert B. Lewis came in 6th. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the betting window, take a look at the auto bettors and what they'll do. 10 and 12 made some wagers. Let's see what they are. switch the horses, and let's see. Elizabeth Graham is placed the bet on one of the favorite again. Harder, couple on 3-on-3, and the Chargers seem to be the favorite for betting. Couple on 4, that's Cajun Magic, and a couple on 5, Clapton. And then there's 1-on-2, Bruce Willis with his $1,000 bet. And King of Truth. Okay, let's go ahead and make a wager ourselves. And we're gonna try an exacta this time. We're gonna charge it, then classic. We'll spend 100 on that, and then we're going to kind of hedge a little. We're gonna put 1 to win. Class, even though I got him second in exacta, we'll get one or the other here for tickets. We're all set. Okay, we took a look at the past performances in the betting window. Let's go to the track. This one's being run at Hialeah Park for the Division 2 race. 9 furlongs, 6 and the starting gate. We'll take a look at the horses while they're lining them up. Classic Causeway 85, 2 races, a win, and a show. King of Truth, first race. Charge It, first race. Cajun Magic has 1 race, did not finish in the top 3. Clapton did not race, he's at 70. Cajun Magic's at 66. Charge It's at 83. King of Truth is at 66. Classic Causeway 85, and Sir London has 1 race but did not place in the money, and he's 65. Okay, so let's clear out the horse cards and we'll set the speed regulator. Switch in spectator mode, take a look and see the starting gate is all straightened out. Let's do it, says yes, we're ready to go. Classic Causeway is in the lead. Cajun Magic needs some help. I think we're going to move him forward and then outside. And he's going to move into the lead because of that maneuver. Okay. Finish up the other 2. Charge It. King of Truth needs a little help. 2. Gonna go outside. And he can run just about the whole way through. He gets back into the pack leaders. So London will take his turn and it will be back to even turn 7 in spectator mode. Classic Causeway, it looks like it's Classic Causeway, and then Charge It. All-time Florida Derby Division 2 race record. We do have a close finish for 3rd and 4th. Take a look at Classic Causeway 1st, Charge It, Clapton 3rd, King of Truth 4th, Cajun Magic 5th, and Sir London last. So Classic Causeway walked away with $600,000. Let's see how the better results happen, and quite a few of the wagers came through here. Take a look at all of them. Jimmy Carter picked up $2,000 with the win with Classic Causeway. Oh, and I got mine, Elizabeth got hers. We got the win. Could not pick up the exacta because of what the other way. So we either had the exacta For the win, we got the win. So that's it from Hialeah. Let's go to the final race on week 14 schedule. View the field. And we have a few horses here that we're familiar with. Secret Oath, Farmer Road, Cyber 9, Ben Diesel, We the People, and Now. So we have two fillies here. Secret Oath was entered in the real life Arkansas Derby. Remember, this is a $121,250,000 race, 9 furlong, and a Grade 1 race, Arkansas Derby. Let me run at TRG Downs. So let's go ahead and start the last race of the week. Go ahead and we'll take a look at past performances. I would think that there's quite a few horses here that have raced, and it looks like all but one have raced. We the People in their first race. Go up to Cowan, he's been in 3 races. Came in 3rd twice and then out of the money. Has 225,000. Chasing Time came in 5th in the Rumble, no money. Farmer Road's been in 3 of the races, picked up 275,000 with a 2 second place finishes and a Southwest 7. Doppelganger was in the San Felipe, came in 3rd, 48,000. Joe was in the Rebel Stick, came in 2nd, picked up 225,000. Secret Oath 2 races. 1 race came in 2nd, the Southwest, picked up 165,000, came in 5th in the Fountain. Ben Diesel's been in 3 races. In the latest race, the Rebel Stakes came in 5th, Southwest 4th. And Smarty Jones 3rd, picking up 75,000 total. Timer Knife, 1 race, wins the Atomic Stakes, 120,000. And Nets have been in 2 races. Rebel Stakes came in 4th. Atomic Stakes came in 2nd, behind Simon Knife. Simon Knife picked up 104,000 so far. Okay, let's go take a look at the betting window and see how our auto bettors are going to approach this race. Take a quick look at we have 3, 4, 5 horses that all could be considered the favorites. We have a few that are, it looks like 5 good and 5 bad. Only Doppelganger is straddled in the middle with 100. Otherwise, it's a pretty big spread once you get past the top 5. It looks like a very interesting race to wager on. Let's see whether the automator did take a chance on 11 and a 12. See what they did. Well, we have one that took a shot at a long shot. We have one that took a shot at co-work and Chasing Time. 2 long shot Farmer Road. Have 4. They're putting a chance that they're thinking he can at least come in 2nd. 1 Doppelganger. 3 Stooges went with Ben Diesel. Bruce McClure and Elizabeth both picked Simon Knife. We would consider the favorite over the top of the other favorites. And Jimmy Carter going with We the People. You see Bruce Willis on horse 2 is placing over $1,000 on that horse. Okay, let's do our wagers and we'll finish up this portion of the schedule. I think we're used to do a Quidel or something. There's too many involved. We're going to go with Farm or Road and Simon Life. But Quinella doesn't matter, but we're going to put a whopping 400 on our largest out of the series so far. Turn. Yes, we're all ready to start the race. Go down to the racetrack. Arkansas Derby again, 9 furlongs. TRG down. Full vote with the field, 10 horses. All of them are lining up. Let's go ahead and view all the horses real quick. Yeah, Cowbot, 73. Chasing Time, 71. Farmer Road, 89. Doppelganger, 76. Ununo, 88. Secret Oath, 86. Van Diesel, 70. Cybernite, 91. We the People, 72. Nets, and 87. As you see, all but We the People have raced in the series with, let's see, Cybernite won 120, Secret Oath 165,000, Cowbot won 220, but Farmer Rose won 275. Uno Ouija guy has 220. So quite a few big name horses in this race. Go ahead and remove the cards. Set up the speed regulator. And check the starting gate, see if everybody's in place. Do it says yes, we're good to go, and we're off. The first turn, We the People takes the lead. We the People still out in front. We the People could may have a major. No, We the People kind of slowed down in the end. And it looks like he may end up third, but we still need an official ruling. Plus we have a jockey inquiry. So we have a few things happening here. We have an all-time Arkansas Derby race record set. Updated races, and a doppelganger with the win. That's second. We the People third. Cybernite fourth. So to the top four for Kentucky Derby points. Luigi Chasing, Secret Oath, Ben Farmer Road, Ben Diesel, and Colway all finished out of the money and the Kentucky Derby points. So let's take a look at the wagering. Wow, all those wagers, only one came through. That was Doppelganger by George. Picked up a whopping $24,000. That was probably the highest payoff of the series so far. Whew. Okay, so that finishes up week 14. Here's your week 15 schedule. 5 races there, and then we finish up week 16 with 2 more minor races, and then we'll be ready to get into the Kentucky Derby heat races. So, in fact, week 15 is, again, there's quite a few races. I think in week 16 we may put another allowance race in just to get a few of the horses with no money and have one allowance race. So anyway, let's take a look at the better accounts. Let's see who's we have Bruce Willis still at 50-some thousand, even though George came up with a $20-some thousand bet. He didn't quite catch Bruce yet. Now let's look at Elizabeth. Even though she hasn't won any money, she's done a pretty good job at betting. Lee Martin is definitely out of the picture for some reason. He just doesn't want to wager. Not sure why he even shows up, other than, of course, to have a little drink or two now and then. I'm doing pretty good. I'm still winning half of my bets. Have 10,000. I've doubled my money, so I'm happy. Uh, let's finish up this episode. We have one more thing to cover, and that's the top 25 Kentucky Derby qualifiers. Let's refresh the list and see how much this has changed. And it changed a lot as New Grange has dropped to 7th in the point totals. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 100 plus point horses. Classic Causeway's leading with Zuzu, Doppelganger, White Aurelio, Tis the Bomb, and Great Escape, all with 100 points. Let's go down. See Kathleen O dropped to 8th. And right now you need at least 40 points to make the cut. We have one other 40 that's Swing Chip, and because Chipotle has more money, it looks like at this time he would get the last position over Swing Chip. And our 2 Euro horses are still in the money with 50 points. We'll see if they can hold off anybody in the final 2 weeks of the prep races. And we'll do one last look at the winnings. New Grange is still the only horse with $1 million of winnings, followed by now Doppelganger, Classic Causeway, White Alverio, and if you remember, Kathleen O was second. Now a few other horses have made a bit more than her. Our top 25, number 25, Cyberknife, is at $195,000. Okay, so I think that's it from TRG Central. This is Gary signing off for the day. Episode 7 will be up, and they'll have the final 2 weeks of the prep races. So stay tuned for that. Again, Gary at TRG Central signing off.